Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 39. I am one of your hosts, Chiva. Today I have a special guest, Mr. Mike. How are you doing, Mr. Mike? He's a little shy today. Today we're actually going to be covering soccer, English Premier League. We're going to talk about the Chelsea-Manchester United game. We're going to talk about the Premier League table, how it's looking, the Clásico in La Liga, crazy results. We're also going to go over the Champions League games, the results, everything. We're actually going to get to pick our three top picks to win the whole thing already. We're going to get into the NFL, talk about Carson Wentz. Is he the real deal or is he a bust already? We're going to talk about Antonio Brown going to the Bucks, OBJ's injury, fantasy top performers, and so much more. We're also going to talk about a little segment we have about fictional athletes and our top 5 of them. So, Mr. Mike, how are you doing today?
Don't talk to me that way.
Mr. Mike, why?
Don't
Mike,
speak to me.
Mike, why are we?
I played against somebody who had Tyler Lockett and
Mike.
and Devontae Adams.
How many fantasy leagues are you in, Mike?
12.
12 fantasy. He has nothing else to do.
12
guys.
daily fantasies.
So, Mike, I know Tony hit you up to see if you could fill in for him.
yeah, absolutely. Him and I go way back.
Yeah, I bet. So what's up with Tony? Where is he?
It's none of your goddamn business.
Mike.
But I'm here and
Mike,
deal with it.
here's the deal with the show.
Mm-hmm.
I know you sometimes you're on the sidelines.
Okay.
We try not to be as rude as we can in the show.
I mean, you can fuck right off, but I mean, I'm
Man,
just not gonna give a shit about
so much hostility,
the
Mike.
fucking show you have me there sitting there. Anyway,
Are you a Chelsea fan just like Tony?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh man, okay, good.
I bleed Liverpool red.
Oh man,
I never walk alone.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about. Let's head into English Premier League and talk about the Chelsea-Manchester United game. I know Tony wanted to talk about it.
He actually gave me some notes about that
Oh,
game.
did he really? What did he say?
Absolutely. He's Tony's the real deal Holyfield, so he wouldn't leave me. But boring as 0-0. I think we actually talked about this might be a possibility that there might be another 0-0. That's usually a boring game. It's not the same. I mean, it's kind of like another set of kind of quote unquote derby that we're going to get into a little bit, but it just doesn't feel like, it matters. It's just like two old rivals that are now, I don't know. I don't even know what they are, man. Like they're fighting for fourth place, and it's
obviously the stars for Chelsea, their new signings.
Yeah,
didn't
Mendy
perform except for Mendy, who was probably the man of the match, honestly.
Yeah, man of the match,
is
Mendy.
Is he taking over Kepa's spot for good?
Look, man. I mean, if you keep up performing that way and don't let a goal in, keep a clean sheet. In the beginning of the game, there was a play that he actually passed it back to Thiago Silva, but almost scored an own goal somehow. So you can't be doing that. But to come back from that in the same game as a goalkeeper, your confidence goes way down. You're in this big match. He's played Champions League, but Champions League right now isn't,
exactly.
teams of weight or matches that really matter because you're going to go ahead and have them come back. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the things where if he keeps this up, I think Lampard's going to just keep him on staff. I don't know if you know this, but over this past week, Czech actually got activated as a emergency goalkeeper. So I mean, that's how Kepa's doing.
Yeah, so I mean, on the other side for Manchester United, we had Cavani's debut.
Almost scored a crazy ass goal.
Scored.
That's crazy.
Almost scored.
It would have been crazy.
Van de Beek didn't get playing time, and the questions surrounding whether or not Man U actually needed to make the signing.
Well, I mean, you were super pumped, super excited about this.
I'm really upset. I'm really upset that they're not playing him. I really wish that Pogba could adopt a more defensive role.
Well, Pogba went in late, so
yeah, exactly.
You had Fred in there. Then you also had you had Mata in there. I don't know what I know what it is.
Mata was playing more on the right side, but the thing is, if Bruno Fernandes is gonna be playing center attacking mid, you're not gonna start Van de Beek unless you start with two center attacking mids.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ole is gonna do with Van de Beek. Hopefully, he doesn't keep him on the bench to Rod because that'd be a wasted career, and I don't want you to keep having that reputation of ruining careers. Honestly. VAR was a controversy in this game.
Oh, wow. Manchester United with VAR. What a surprise. What a goddamn surprise.
I know Tony is not a fan of VAR. What about you, Mike?
Look, man, VAR could have saved the life of Virgil van Dijk somehow last week. Pickford should have been banned. He should have gone into the gulag and taking hot dicks to the throat.
Whoa.
But
Mike, that's very aggressive.
I mean, it was aggressive. He tore his ACL. I mean, it's only fair. An eye for a throat, I guess.
Just letting you guys know, Mike has a really aggressive way with words. So
I also have very questionable choices about certain types of people.
Oh, Mike. All right. So, is there any other games that you want to talk about? Since Tony.
Everton finally lost. They were down 10 men to 10 men. They finally lost in this tournament, the Premier League, Barclays Premier League tournament. But yeah, so they finally went down. They lost to Southampton 2-0. They did go 10 men down.
West Ham United tied Manchester City, which was crazy. Manchester City is not performing to its usual.
The big guys just aren't. The big teams just aren't performing. You have it's reflected again on the standings. If you really want to look at it, let's see. Let's do this. Let's do that, and then if you really take a look at these standings, Everton's still in first place. Liverpool's now. It's looking a little. The table's looking a little more normal here. So you have Everton still in first with 13 points. 13 points tied. Liverpool, same. They scored one more goal.
Fun fact about Liverpool is last year they had the best defense, less goals away, and now in 6 games they have allowed 14 goals, which is crazy.
Of course, I know that. I'm a Liverpool supporter. You piece of shit Manchester supporter.
And another fun fact: Tottenham actually has the best attack in the Premier League right now with 16 goals. Half of those goals are by Son.
Oh, Son, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I hear us Mexicans really, really appreciate that guy.
Yes. Like that really? Famous saying. You never heard that saying?
Well, what's the saying?
You never heard it?
No.
When it was South Korea beat, I think they beat Germany, and we qualified in second place. Era coreano, hermano, ya eres mexicano.
Oh, that's right. I did hear that.
Yeah.
That's offensive. Wow, even for me, Mike.
Oh, man.
But no, definitely. You still have Chelsea, Arsenal, 10th, 11th sharing spots there. Manchester City still in 13th. Your boys, Manchester United, did not 15th. Benefit from a 1 point added on there. They're still in 15th. Relegation area. Newcastle. What a weird
crazy.
Start to this.
It's crazy.
Table.
And the thing is, it's not the only league that has a crazy table. If we move on to La Liga, we had a Clásico. The Clásicos, not Chivas America. The main Clásico ever. Barcelona versus Real Madrid.
Interesting. Really? Tell me about that.
This was a morning game. I believe it was like 7 in the morning.
Okay.
Real Madrid ended up winning 3-1. And honestly, the question has to be asked whether El Clásico is even relevant anymore.
I think so, man. Like, I hear everybody talking about it. Everybody's still for it. Let me see.
The thing with me is, it doesn't have that spark that it used to when it was the Messi versus Ronaldo rivalry, and it really upsets me because, as we have somehow Tony has returned.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Tony, welcome back.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
I thought you were gonna miss today's show.
No. Why?
You're back.
Yeah, I just got here.
Oh, great. We're talking about a Clásico right now.
Oh, yeah. Did we talk about Chelsea and how that was disappointing and Mendy was the man of the match? And
Mike did a pretty good job.
Oh, shit. All right, cool.
He was a bit aggressive, but...
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't tell you what he thinks about people with 3 legs?
He did not.
He has very, very, very strong opinions on those.
I'm glad he didn't mention it. That could have been dangerous for the show.
Absolutely. Anyway, we're talking about La Liga. So, that was not comfortable to have on for 10 minutes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know either. But yeah, it was a good match. I think the hero of this match that people aren't talking about is actually Courtois. And I don't usually give props to Courtois. I've never really liked him personally too much as a goalkeeper. His style, I've actually always preferred the hairstyle over Courtois. But I think he played a really good match. There was a really good play that Messi's still Messi. He's still dangerous when he has to. I hace la gambeta. He gives everybody heck inside the small box and then just slots it in. But somehow 6'12" Courtois gets down there, and it's a really underrated little save he did. Nobody really talks about it, but throughout the game, played really well. But I mean, I think it's still the same. You don't think it's?
I actually don't think it's the same. It doesn't have that excitement anymore. But who out of both teams, who do you think has the best future up ahead of them? The thing is, Real Madrid's already adapting to not having Ronaldo. It's been 2 years, and they're already looking a lot better than they did last year.
Okay.
The thing with Barca is they're gonna struggle after Messi leaves at the end of the season, and it's gonna be really like dark times for Barcelona to adapt without playing without their best player.
Yeah, I mean,
so I don't see Barcelona being a dominant force for the next couple of years.
I mean, Messi didn't score. In this game, didn't. But it's the future that actually scored on Ansu Fati. But it's just tough seeing Messi.
Can he live up to that potential though?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
The next Messi. I don't think he's the next Messi.
That is way too much pressure for the kid.
Is he going to be a great player? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know who looks really lost in there? And I feel sorry for him. Coutinho, man. Like Coutinho had a couple chances and he couldn't get him through. Something that we probably would have won would have done had he been wearing a Bayern Munich jersey. But I don't know. He just doesn't seem to be fitting in there. The team is just not the same. Piqué, who openly said, "Get me out of here if I don't deserve to be here." He doesn't deserve to be here, but he's still there. Yep. So Barcelona's in trouble, I think. Benzema and Ramos, as the core of Real Madrid, have really stepped it up. People don't really talk about the likes of Modric and Cruz and Toni Kroos, but they're still
which they're technically almost on their way out.
They're on the way out, but still
it's in safe hands, honestly.
Yeah. Madrid still has that core, and I don't know what they did with Sergio Ramos. Like if they started injecting, they had all these leftover drugs when Ronaldo left, so they just pumped somebody with them because Ramos is unbelievable right now. Another game. I heard on my way in, you guys had a talk about VAR controversy. There was also controversy in this game. With Barcelona giving a penalty to Ramos, who flopped.
Yeah, so Barcelona actually made a big statement saying that La Liga has that it's benefiting teams against them, which is the reason why they're doing so bad this year so far. I think I saw a stat that said Barcelona haven't been in 12 so far into the season since 19 something.
Oh, the 1983. They haven't had this bad of a record or start of a season since 1983-84 season. Yep.
Can you say karma? Barcelona.
Thank you for our new sponsor, Credit Karma. No.
Oh man, I wish. Barcelona have a history of getting away with a bunch of stuff with referees, especially in Champions League, aka UEFA.
Oh my God, yes. So I mean,
you remember. As a Chelsea fan, you remember
I think you were like 5. I think you were like 5 years old, but
no, that's 2009. Come on.
Okay, 6 years
12.
old. Oh shit. Yes, that famous UEFA Yellow Canary Ronaldinho led team with young Messi. Iniesta had a little bit of hair. Cech had barely put on the helmet, and it was a disgrace. It was a giant disgrace. But I mean, yeah, you could say it's karma in a way. It's weird because I've always chosen Barcelona over Real Madrid. I don't necessarily cheer for them. I think it's because of Rafa Marquez and Ronaldinho being in there. And I don't know. I just never really identified with Galacticos and just buying everybody. And, Ruud van Nistelrooy. And I mean, I like Ronaldo. Zidane was cool. But like Raul, when they got Paul Nedved, I mean, it's like, no, it just didn't work for me.
Okay.
But yeah, even then, it's hard for me to cheer for Barcelona and not be like, that's what you get.
I can see that. But to me, it's just don't complain and don't blame VAR as the reason that you're doing bad. so far into the tournament.
I mean, you can.
I mean, you can, but don't do it. Like, it's not a good look. To me, it's not a good look. You're putting excuses for your club. You get me?
I feel it.
Let us know what you guys
says
think.
the Man U fan.
Hey, I mean, dude.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like you come from a different position.
I mean,
you're over here like, oh no, like it's fine. But
fortunately, VAR has blessed Manchester United somehow, and I love it. It has gone against us though, so I'm a big fan of VAR. Everyone knows this already.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. Can it get fixed? Can it get better? Absolutely, anything can get better.
So it's again. Wild ass it's like my inner Mike coming out. Very wild
Wild ass.
Wild ass.
It's like Mike lives in you.
There's a little Mike in all of us.
Wow.
But Real Sociedad
First place.
in first place, stomping grounds of Vela and Griezmann. They have Martin Odegaard. They had Martin Odegaard, but now he's back at Real Madrid.
Yeah, finally. So I'm excited to see that.
That's good. So he's in second place from the team that he left behind. Granada, I thought it was a fruit in Spanish.
It is.
Pomegranate.
It is. Villarreal.
There's also a country named Granada. So it's a very good. The Yellow Submarines, Villarreal.
The Yellow Submarines.
Yeah, that's what they're nicknamed.
Really?
Yeah.
And then we have Atletico Madrid in fifth.
I was going to look it up, but I just realized that I'm screen sharing. But yeah, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid in fifth. Cadiz, I mean, look at this. And then
Barcelona in 12th.
12th. You're right there?
I'm good.
You're right?
Yeah.
Barcelona, Sevilla.
I don't remember.
Valencia,
I've never
12,
seen
13,
Barcelona 14. This low on the table.
I mean, I probably have. It's just like the first two matches when they tied at some point or lost and whatever.
Maybe.
But like even then, it's like, wow. After 5 games played, there's Real Sociedad have 7 games already played, so that's 2 in hand. Barcelona has 7 points, so that's that could be 13 points, catapulting them all the way to third if it stays this way. I mean,
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's the start of the season.
Yeah, but I'd still be worried. I don't think that they're gonna do anything when it comes to either Champions League or
I agree.
I don't know, just anything.
Champions League is well on its way, rolling, and we have games already this week as well.
Hold on, but before you start, I was gonna say, what is
What is what?
what has gotten into Karim Benzema, man? Like
What do you
he's
mean?
been playing out of this world, but
Yeah,
it's been said that he's a good a better 10 than he is a 9, because
Really?
that pass, like it's just such a little subtlety.
he does.
Valverde
have,
breaking the record for earliest goal scored in a La Liga Clásico in a while or something like that.
Okay.
But that pass from what's his face, Benzema was
He has had
exquisito.
crazy passes, and I mean Benzema again, underrated striker. I know a lot of Real Madrid fans don't like him and they want him gone, but he's been killing it.
honestly, again, like when Ronaldo left, everybody was like, "What's going to happen? Is Bale going to step up? Is this and this and this?" And who did it end up being? Of course, it ended up being the savior.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's weird. But yeah, so you were saying that. So last week, kind of surprised everybody. Not everybody. Everybody except. And by everybody, I mean me. It kind of crept up on me. Champions League starting.
I love that sound.
I'm gonna be buried to this. I think I've mentioned this in like episode 1. Just getting lowered.
I wake up to this every morning. I mentioned this already too.
That's right. I'm only annoyed when it comes out of your phone. But Champions League. So it was again. It's these beginning stages of Champions League where we're like learning how to pronounce some of these teams' names and.
Going over some of the results, like especially the bigger games, we did get some right. We didn't guess that Man U would win against PSG.
We didn't, and that was actually quite surprising.
I guess 2-2 tie, which is pretty close, but Rashford just killed it. Rashford is the king of Paris.
Yeah.
Paris.
God damn it!
I suck at accents.
Try it again.
Paris.
I'm gonna give you one. Paris.
Paris.
Mine was terrible.
Paris.
What? How are you so bad at that? How are you so bad at that?
Fucking Rashford, man. He's the king of Paris. Did it again. Last minute goal to win it. Oh man, it felt great. I missed the goal because I was at work.
Oh no.
And I wasn't watching the game because I had to do so. I actually had to work. And I missed it when I got back and I saw it. I was like, oh man. I was like, a huevo, pinche Rashford. Eres una bestia, la neta.
Chelsea and Sevilla would have loved to have a late, early, goal.
That's back-to-back donuts for you guys.
Yeah, back-to-back donut. But here's the thing: like people look at that and we're like, "Wow, where's all this attacking? Where's Havertz?"
Sevilla's a tough team.
You guys beat us. Not only that, but like Chelsea's defense has been sucking, and they had been sucking for a while. So it seems like Lampard and company have figured out how to plug those holes. Now it's time to build on that. It's either going to happen in Premier League or it's going to happen in Champions League. But hopefully the attacking starts clicking. I mean, it's looking dangerous, man. Like. They look dangerous. They controlled a lot of that Man U game, but the Sevilla game was a bit of back and forth.
Yeah, some surprising results was Lazio beating Dortmund.
Lazio beating Dortmund.
Immobile, man, he is a scoring machine ever since he moved to Lazio. I think he has like 100 and something goals in 140 something games.
Former Dortmund man.
Yes,
so
exactly.
he knows how to take those teams down.
So he's been killing it. And then Real Madrid lost against Shakhtar.
I said it.
Yeah.
Kinda, and I didn't call it necessarily, but I did say like Shakhtar is a fun team to kind of look at in Champions League.
Yeah, they are.
They have a bunch of Brazilians, and they usually end up in big clubs after. I know they have Tyson, my Brazilian left mid, sweetheart, darling. We also have they had a couple. That's where Fred came from, actually.
I mean, every time they're always in Champions League, and they're always there to compete in the group stage or to be that annoying team that a big team thinks is gonna be easy, and they put up a fight, and they did against Madrid.
Yeah, they really did, and you get rewarded in that case, and important three goals to 2. Liverpool, scraping it against Ajax, against not the same Ajax.
Ajax bounced back after that game on the weekend and won 13-0.
0. That is crazy.
You don't see that.
I've been on both sides of a 13-0 loss, and let me tell you,
they scored 13 on you.
Yes. What? Yeah.
How did that feel?
Well, look, are
you okay?
I mean, it's fine because that's
scar you for life.
No, that's what I mean. I still remember to this day. That doesn't matter, but. There was now you got me thinking about it.
13 goals is a lot.
13 goals is a lot, but as a goalkeeper,
was it all your fault?
No, none of it was my fault.
Oh, none of it was my fault.
Not a single one was my fault.
I got scored on 13 times, but none of them were my fault. I swear.
None of them were my fault. I mean, the people who were on the field just were playing with peg legs. Like we were pirates and stuff. It was like Pirate Day over at the soccer Sundays.
Oh my god! How do you score?
How
do you get scored on 13 times and you say none of them were your fault?
Absolutely, none of them were my fault. I mean, it's true.
Comment below or send us a DM or something. Do you think he's telling the truth? I'm calling bullshit on that.
Are you okay? Because you're like drooling over yourself.
I'm calling bullshit on that, dude.
Jesus,
13 goals on you. Oh,
and
man.
Of course, Atalanta 4-0 against
Midtjylland.
Probably.
Midtjylland.
Probably. The team that was founded in 1999, apparently. But yeah, so that was pretty much Champions League. Inter Milan and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bayern Mönchengladbach. Whoa. I'm sorry, pronunciation master.
Yeah, of course.
The prince of pronunciation over here. Yep. But the other game that we did kind of nail on the head was Atletico Bayern, where we're like, how many goals is Bayern going to score?
You said 2.
I said 3.
You said 2.
I said 3.
I'm going to go back and clip it. You said 2.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I called 5.
All right.
I said 5. I was pretty close.
If I said 3, we were just as close. But I would have won in the Price is Right
And
rules.
Lewandowski missed a bunch of this game as well.
He did, and I mean, they don't need to score that much.
So what do we have up ahead for this week?
So for upcoming this week,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go ahead and have that's why I love Champions League. Like it's just not just 1 week. It's like
No, so normally it's 1 week, and then there's 1 week we're not Champions League, and then the next week is Champions League again. Since because of COVID and everything, the schedule's so tight that they're actually doing it every week.
and now
We
they're
got
having
the
it on
group
the
stage going.
CBS Golazo network. I don't know what that's all
yeah,
about.
CBS. I mean, if you have Univision shows the games as well in Spanish.
Shh, don't tell them.
Why?
Because then everybody's gonna flock there.
What?
Everybody's gonna flock there, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, we can charge them. Get them."
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Anyway,
I guess.
coming on up, we have Bayern Munich versus Lokomotiv Moscow. Bayern is a machine, and they're gonna
7-0.
I think
7.
I think Moscow gets
Nope,
2.
absolutely not.
2.
Nope. 2?
2.
Bro, if they score 2 goals, I'll buy you a Cali burrito.
Awesome. You don't. That's not for hands. Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan.
Shakhtar, Inter. Inter.
Inter. I'm
I'll
gonna
go
take.
Inter.
I'm gonna take Shakhtar on this one. I'm gonna take
Wow.
Shakhtar with the hot hand.
I like
Although
it.
there is a lot of physicality in Inter and Shakhtar are tiny little Brazilians and tiny
Yeah.
little Europeans. Marseille, Manchester City, the battle of the M&Ms.
Man City, yeah.
Man City, definitely. I agree. Man City's gonna take that one. Liverpool versus.
Which, Midtjylland. Which, by the way, Man City shouldn't be in this tournament, if you guys remember.
No, they
Should have
should.
been disqualified, but
Let them. They were disqualified, but they were allowed back in.
yeah, whatever.
Liverpool versus.
Midtjylland.
Really didn't figure out how to say that. Liverpool is going to take this one. Obviously, same thing with Bayern.
Notice that the games are at 1 p.m., not at 12.
Pacific
Because the hour changed already in Europe and everywhere else except the U.S.
Yep, and we get the last of it.
Mhm.
Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Real Madrid. Usually, Real Madrid versus Borussia teams are fireworks everywhere, but
Yeah.
we'll see about
I
this
think
one.
Madrid's coming back with the confidence of winning Clásico, and they're gonna put this one away.
We have Red Bulls Salzburg and Atletico Madrid, who just got thumped.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Atleti.
You're gonna go with
Still.
Atleti?
Yeah, I think Atleti's still a dominant force.
I think this is gonna be a safe 2-2 tie.
Ooh, I like
Porto versus Olympiacos.
it. Wow, I'm going Tecatito.
Tecatito, I agree.
Tecatito all the way, bro.
Atlanta, Ajax.
Atlanta or Atalanta?
Atalanta.
It sounds like you're saying Atlanta.
Atalanta.
Against who? Ajax?
Ajax. Atalanta versus
Yeesh,
Ajax.
Yeesh. I'm gonna go with Atalanta, man.
Atalanta.
They're just a scoring machine.
All right. Chelsea is going to win that game.
If you guys don't win this
Um,
game, holy shit. I'm gonna laugh.
They actually have a couple fast players on FIFA.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Russian team.
PSG against Instant. That has to be a PSG win. Right?
Istanbul. I think this is a Puppy 1904.
Oh, really?
Demaba. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Because he's not with Besiktas anymore, but
Yeah.
I think he's still in Istanbul.
huh. Interesting. Ferenc Varos against Dynamo Kiev. Oh, man. Yeah, nobody's watching that.
All right.
We got Juventus Barcelona. No Cristiano Ronaldo, sadly, due to COVID.
That's sad.
That
So sad.
sucks. That
Yeah,
sucks.
they'll run it back. They'll run it back.
Yes,
It's
but
fine.
it fucking sucks.
gonna-
Everyone misses that.
It's gonna be that one. It's gonna be that one that we're gonna be like, all right, cool. Like, it's
Yeah.
the last game.
Yeah.
I think Juventus is gonna take this one.
I'm gonna go with like a 2-2 tie.
Ooh, tie. Club Brugge, Lazio. Lazio's gonna take that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Immobile. Manchester United versus Red Bulls. Not the Red Bulls, but you got Leipzig.
I want to say Man U win, but man, I'm gonna go with like a tie.
A tie.
Yeah,
After
maybe
you
like
guys just beat
2-2.
Paris Saint-Germain. All right.
Yeah, but we just tied against Chelsea.
Dortmund
which is
versus
not
Zenit.
bad.
St. Petersburg.
I think Dortmund can handle this one. I was wrong against them against Lazio, but I think they can handle this
I
one.
think they can handle this one. Sevilla is gonna handle Rennes.
Rennes. What?
Rennes.
rounds. Is that how you pronounce it?
Rennes.
Sevilla's taking this one.
Yeah, Sevilla is definitely going to go ahead and take that one. Man, it's so good to have sports. Like, it's...
Remember when we had the podcast and we were like, what are we going to fucking talk about today?
To be fair, it's not that much better anyways. We've got marginally better, but, you know, it's just a little better when we talk. We have
if you go back to, like, our first couple episodes, we've gotten better.
Yeah, no, we really have. So if you guys ever want to just take down a path down memory lane of what it was like in February, go ahead and check us out. Two Balls on the Mic.
With all the technical difficulties. Welcome to two balls on the mic.
To this day, still our most viewed video.
Yes, absolutely.
So
100%. I love it.
I wouldn't be talking necessarily
I love it.
Shit about that. So with that,
let's shit on your boy Carson Wentz real quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Did you say let's shit on Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he sucks.
Why would you say that? And I know we talked about this, and I don't know why you would choose to lead with that. I know you're probably going to try to be the Skip and Shannon, the Stephen A to the Max.
No.
So
we're gonna talk about Carson Wentz.
So Carson Wentz is the most disrespected quarterback.
Okay.
In an active football roster right now.
Okay.
Other than, I mean, Fitzpatrick, what they did to Fitzpatrick was that something completely different.
And Kaepernick.
But no, that's fine. Nobody, no. I said active. He's no longer active.
I know that's what
he's
I said.
not active.
That's what I said.
So don't put Kaepernick on this. All right.
I Carson think Fitzpatrick was having a better season than Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. What?
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick has a better team right now because they have less injuries.
Here we go with the
and you said let me just put you on blast on this. You said, oh, what do injuries have to do with this? It has everything to do
I did not say
it.
that. I did not say that. That was somebody else.
Okay, somebody else.
Somebody else. Don't put their words in my mouth. I did not agree with them. No. You're twisting shit around. No. So this was the argument. Somebody else was telling Tony, Carson Wentz is trash, blah, 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 blah.
And then you were like, yeah.
I was saying
Jared Goff is better
than Carson Wentz right now. And
marginally.
He's way better.
If you put
now.
Jared Goff in the situation in the Philadelphia Eagles with the lack of weapons that he has, Goff would not make the throw that he did. Wentz would not. Goff would not be able. Wentz took the Eagles with absolute hot garbage, with a wide receiver that was cut by the Lions last year, with another wide receiver that was cut from God knows who.
Quit living in the past. We're in the present now.
This is not. We're a show that talks about what happened in the last week in football. That was what we're doing now. That's in the past. So we're talking about the present.
You're talking about last year.
No, this is this year.
So last week he played great.
Throwing to hot garbage.
Whatever, man. Like he has to work with what he has, and unfortunately, his team is trash.
Okay.
And unfortunately, his team is trash.
Okay,
but how different would it be if he had the actual roster? You think it'd be that much of a difference?
I mean, if we're really talking about like standing wise, I think the Eagles would still be in first place like they are right now with a 4-1 record. First time in NFL history that through 7 weeks there's not a single team over 500 in a division.
So I mean, if he has had the actual roster, no injuries.
Okay.
I still think you would have lost against the Ravens.
So
you would have still lost against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You still would have lost against the Rams.
You mentioned two teams against some of the two best teams in the entire league that Carson Wentz and his hot garbage receiving core almost defeated, like this close. So if I had if you had one Deshaun Jackson in there, if you had one Alshon Jeffrey, if you had one Alshon Jeffrey in there, if you have one Zach Ertz, are you going Zach Ertz?
Nope. I still think you guys would have lost those games.
Yeah. That's all we needed. One of those players, and we would have changed that game.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
And here it is. You're talking about your Goff, who is nothing without Sean McVay. You realize how fast he got discovered back when they were like, oh, and I don't know who told the announcer to do this, what game it was when they started talking to them about the whole mic cutoff in his helmet, how Sean McVay talks to him all the way up until walking him, baby stepping him through every single one of his plays.
Great chemistry.
No,
Great
he would
chemistry.
be nothing. He himself would be nothing.
Great chemistry, man.
Carson Wentz, what he did this last Thursday
Would
against
Tom
the
Brady be
Giants,
as great if he wasn't for Belichick?
He's proving so right now because
After so many years of experience.
Because Bill Belichick has now lost more games than he's ever won as a Patriots coach without having Tom Brady on his team.
Okay.
What do you want? And now Tom Brady is attracting all of these players into Tampa Bay.
Oh, we'll get to Antonio Brown right now.
So I mean, I don't know what your point is with that. Carson Wentz.
Well, you wanted to talk about Carson Wentz.
I am. I went. Had it been Lamar Jackson, had it been Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, with that last game-winning drive, he took the Eagles on 2 back-to-back 70-plus yard touchdown drives. One that ended with a game-winning touchdown. Don't get me against the Giants, because if you're really watching football, you would understand the fact that the Giants have gotten progressively better week by week. It's the same situation that the Dolphins had last year. Look at where the Dolphins are now, and you're not talking shit about the Dolphins because you see exactly what they've been working on. Week by week, you see these guys getting better. Daniel Jones progressively getting better. They still don't have a Saquon Barkley. If they had Saquon Barkley, they'd be in first place right now. But the Giants are nothing to necessarily laugh at. They still are a shitty team. That's a shitty division. But at the end of the day, if that was Russell Wilson making that throw, if that was anybody but Carson Wentz, everybody would be, oh, what a quarterback, what a play.
Everyone MVP praised him. Everyone praised Carson Wentz for that throw.
Exactly. So it's not just that one game. He's been doing the in and out, game in,
but
game
if you
out.
Don't win the
every
games,
single
if you don't win the games,
the
you can't praise him.
Then why does everybody praise Andrew Luck? Everybody praised Andrew Luck when he was in the division. Oh, he always won. No, he wasn't that much of a winning quarterback. At the end of the day, how many playoff games did he win?
Andrew Luck was really good, though.
Great quarterback. It's the same situation, except Carson Wentz is still on the field giving it his all, and he doesn't decide he's going to retire because his whatever is hurting. All respect to Andrew Luck.
To be fair, Carson Wentz is made out of glass and always gets injured.
He has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, so this is the water boy. We've gone over this. So there's the water boy.
What are we gonna do? Did the water boy take him to in the regular season and quarterback a team all the way there? I don't think so.
I mean, he has the ring because of Nick Foles. So,
hey, it is what it is. He got Nick Foles there. It's not like
the whole point of this is
has one. Anyways.
Tony believes that he's disrespected.
Put some goddamn respect on Carson Wentz's name. If you have you guys need a better strength and conditioning coach. Any football IQ in that brain of yours. We have very smart listeners, except for a couple of you people that you know who you are. And if you deny that Carson Wentz's greatness, you guys have to realize that you guys gotta get your head out of your ass and make sure you put some respect on Carson Wentz, the Ginger Jesus.
Ginger Jesus. A little biased there, buddy, but okay. Other news in the NFL, we have Antonio Brown officially signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How impactful do you think Antonio Brown's going to be?
So I, again, going a little bit back, when I argued with you about having Goff be part of a team that has one of the best receiving cores in football, hands down, it's true. But now, for a fact, I think like overall, the Rams still have a really, really good, probably top 3, 4 in the league.
None of those receivers are going to make the Pro Bowl.
That doesn't matter. Pro Bowl votes and MVP votes, that's all a piece of shit. Also, there's no Pro Bowl this year. So
okay, I disagree with you there, but
name another one. I mean, Seattle Seahawks doing good. You have Woods, Cup. I'm still gonna put the
Reynolds is not up there. Like that's the thing. Reynolds is not up there.
He's serviceable. Reynolds would be an automatic wide receiver 1 with the Eagles, like elite level wide receiver.
I don't know.
Your tight end Higbee, right?
He's hurt.
Last week. He was out for this week. He'll be back. Still a good receiving core. But if we go and look now, Tampa Bay, Antonio Brown, You have Godwin. You have Evans. You have
somehow
Gronk.
he still likes to throw to Miller.
He does like to throw to Miller because he has so many distractions on that team. Tom Brady still has it, and we all saw what he did with one game of Antonio Brown over in New England.
Yeah, yeah, touchdown, right?
So I think the entire NFC East, the entire NFC East should be shaking in their collective boots right now.
I don't think Antonio Brown's going to have that much of an impact at the start.
We go. Okay.
At the start.
All right, at the start. Why not?
He's been out for a while. He has been. You gotta realize that he's been out for a while.
That's what they said about John Gruden. It's weird comparison, but I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He will be.
He will be 100% fine. If not,
how is that locker room going to be?
being a puppy, it worked when Tom Brady had him under his wing for a little bit in New England. Now he's gonna have a little bit more control. He's gonna have him on the TB12 method.
Did it work though?
I don't
For
know.
1 week?
Look, man, like I saw this thing. It was like he might be a rapist, alleged rapist. He might be a whatever he is.
There's a lot of distractions off the field.
But
with
as long
Antonio
as he can
Brown.
catch a goddamn ball, Tom Brady is not gonna give a shit, and he's gonna make sure that he's on the team, and he's gonna get Antonio Brown his first ring.
That's a possibility. It's a
I
possibility.
really think so.
I think it'll take 1 or 2 games for him to kind of settle down and start dominating. Because at the end of the day, you still got Godwin, you still got Evans. Fantasy wise, do you want Antonio Brown already?
Fantasy wise, if you have a big brain and have that 9,000 IQ,
I think you would trade.
interesting. Why would you trade?
So he's highly valuable.
Okay.
He's in the team with 3 other receivers, 4 if you count Miller, because Tom Brady
Okay.
somehow loves throwing to Miller.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of shared passes when you can probably trade him for maybe a solid running back and a solid wide receiver as well.
I mean, if you can get a really good running back for him, just do it. But there's a chance that you're gonna regret it. So I would say just hold on to your Antonio Browns a little bit. See how he's gonna perform. First game.
Yeah.
We're still in week 7. There's still a lot of football left in the season. But I think it's gonna be. I think it's a done deal over in. Oh look, Carson Wentz stats.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Did you know his middle name was James?
I did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, another news also in the NFL. OBJ out for the season.
Womp womp. Pobrecito. One of
torn ACL, man.
One of the most athletic torn ACLs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This fool leapt like 7 feet in the air. But out for the season. Baker Mayfield having a career day on the field, probably his best game and one of his most important throws that he's ever done in his career to win that game. But it was definitely it's going to be a very big loss for a offense that struggled against the likes of the Steelers.
With him out, you guys might want to look into picking up Higgins, who's their wide receiver 3. He racked up 17 points this past weekend. He could be a solid pickup on the waiver.
I also think that football was a mistake this year because I didn't do so well in a couple of my leagues, and there's
COVID is really fucking with the league.
I didn't beat him again.
Oh,
I lost
no.
by 1 point.
Yeah.
For those of you not in the know, there's a league that I've been playing for a couple of years, and there's this one player that I've played him in a couple leagues, and
I've 2 balls in the mic league. Colonel Sanders.
never. That doesn't count because it's not just me. It was you. You're also in that league, but I've never beat him, and I lost him. I lost to him by 1 point. It's one of those situations
That's
where
tough.
sometimes like here's like fantasy. Go beyond what you're just like plugging in people. Like if you really want to win, you gotta do your homework. So sometimes he needed a running back. You look at what they need, and there was no other running back in the waiver wire. He also needed something else on there. I forget. Anyway, I knew he was gonna get somebody, and he ended up picking that person up. So I ended up getting Boston Scott for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm like, yes, because he's not going to be able to pick him up, and I'm going to get me and my my Jamal Adams are going to do a great game. Not Jamal Adams, you know? No.
Devontae Adams.
No. El otro running back.
Green Bay or
yes,
yeah.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Me and my Aaron Jones and Boston Scott are going to go ahead and win. Aaron Jones goes down. Other guy picks up Jamal Adams, slips it in. I lose by 1 point.
They racked up like 20-something points, huh?
Yeah, it was
crazy.
It was painful. I would definitely.
Fantasy-wise, though, if you had Tyler Lockett this week, man, oh man, especially if you're in a PPR league, 53 fantasy points.
Madres.
He had 15 receptions, 200 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns.
So with this kind of
that's crazy.
Yeah, we're kind of skipping around. Fast forward over to that last Sunday night game with Tyler Lockett going off. Craziest play in that game was DK Metcalf hunting down Budda Baker.
Oh yeah.
After that interception, stopping the INT. That's a scary sight. Imagine
him running down the field.
I'm still a little faster than him, but like, you know, it's.
Oh, dude, I love how
just a little bit
positive you are about your athleticism.
100%. Like this fool has there's no way this was carrying all these big muscles. Like no, like I'm like
benches like 300 something.
Benching, yeah, that's not running, bro. All right, half of my body.
Think you're faster than
half
DK
of my
Metcalf?
body is like in between goop and liquid. So like I can
like a 20-yard run. You think you're faster than
Silver
DK Metcalf?
Surfer my way, 20-yard run. What is this? Child's play? 40-yard dash, homie.
40-yard dash. You're not faster than DK Metcalf.
All right.
How fast can you run a 40-yard dash?
Faster than DK Metcalf.
Wow.
So if you can get me DK Metcalf and we can race, then I'll show you maybe one of these days.
Oh man, I'm gonna tag him on this.
Go for it, dude.
Man, if we get DK Metcalf on the show,
but I think it's not gonna be like that.
Is it time for pick 'em or going over results?
We'll go over the rest of these games and then we'll go ahead and do a pick 'em. So like I said, the first place Birds squashed the Giants.
Congrats on first place in the league.
For now. The Panthers and the Saints. Teddy Bridgewater had a great performance in this game. If you are looking at fantasy, look to Robbie Anderson. He's playing monster ball.
We had so many results that were one possession games.
Yes.
And then in one possession game up to the last second as well.
Shout out to Scott Hansen on NFL Network, on NFL Red Zone. You're the man.
Yeah,
you're the goddamn man. This man says, it's the witching hour. There was 3 games that went to the last play, and this is one of them, like you're saying. The Bills and the Jets. The Bills almost scary lost to the Jets.
One with all field goals.
Yeah, it was
all field goals.
It was all field goals. It was not a pretty
and he
game.
missed one as well.
It did miss one. The Jets still sucking ass down there. I think they're tanking for Trevor. The Browns, again, very important.
What victory. A performance by Joe Burrow, though.
Joe Burrow, again, and we'll get to a little bit. Joe Burrow or the other rookie, Justin Herbert, who's having a monster year. Who's going to get Rookie of the Year this year? But Browns go ahead. They do lose Odell Beckham Jr. in this. No Odell Beckham. No Nick Chubb for the foreseeable future.
We them boys.
Cowboys went to Washington to kick a field goal and get their ass kicked and came back.
Straight up. And Andy Dalton got a concussion.
Andy Dalton did get destroyed. His O-line didn't give a shit. Just left him there. Piece of shit, Cowboys. They lose 25-3 to the Washington
So much
football
for the
team.
Super Bowl contender Cowboys.
We them boys. Let me tell you something, Skip.
Oh, the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is back.
A-Raj, bro. A-Raj is discount double checking. I called it. I'm still going to tell you every week. I called this. Angry Aaron Rodgers is the best Aaron Rodgers.
I'll give you that one. You did call it.
And this man is pissed. Texans could not hold on this offense 35
I feel bad for Deshaun Watson.
I do. He needs to get the hell out of there.
You took his best weapon.
Deshaun Watson should go to the Patriots.
Ooh, dang.
That would be really, really good. It's an upgraded Cam Newton. Like
that'd be great.
That'd be great. We have the Lions.
Last second pass, man.
Last second pass. Not only that, you had your boy Todd Gurley, who did the biggest mistake and scored a touchdown when he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So that's one of those plays that you need to be aware. Your coach usually tells you, but again, over in Atlanta, dealing with interim
Fantasy
coach.
wise helped out though.
Fantasy it did help a lot. That's an extra touchdown he got in there. But that's
Costing
not
the
what
game,
you want to see. Look,
Costing the game.
Atlanta is doing the best San Diego Charger impression, and yes, I did say San Diego because San Diego Chargers find a way to lose in the most creative ways. This was a fantastic way to lose.
The Falcons just managed to fuck everything up.
It breaks my heart seeing Arthur Blanche, the owner, on the sidelines, just there. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Wow. So math genius over here. The Lions over to come on, time out of the tight end.
Hawkinson,
TJ Hawkinson. Man,
and then we had the 2 5-0 teams. Well, one of them.
This was a really surprising and really good game.
It was.
If you like football, hard hitting football, this was fantastic to watch. Two good defenses going at it each other. Derrick Henry got stuffed for the first.
This one went to the last second.
Yeah,
and Gostkowski missed the field goal to tie it up.
Gostkowski, man, like he's been having a couple of important misses. He's been having a couple of important.
I think he had a good run in the
goals.
NFL already.
I've been saying like this year, it's just a roller coaster with him, Gostkowski. We will have a very, very famous Steelers fan coming up in Urinating Tree with an interview later this week. If you know who that is, YouTuber, has over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, like bunch of thousand followers on Twitter.
Check that one out coming up soon.
Very, very, very cool guests coming up. The Pirates the Arg Bowl in the Raiders versus the GOAT.
This was the game where the Raiders were given the chance to prove they were for reals or not.
I mean, they already beat Tom Brady. They already beat Drew Brees this year. They already beat Patrick Mahomes. I mean, if they had
beat Tom Brady and
they couldn't just yet. I've always said to my Raider friends, next year is your year. You're gonna have a really good team. Year 2.
Henry Ruggs is such a good receiver. Give him a couple years, honestly.
100%. Then we have Los Chiefs coming back after being embarrassed by the Raiders. Not necessarily embarrassed, but you lose to the Raiders.
Paliza.
Absolutely. You have DUI driving Broncos with Melvin Gordon losing over to Patrick Mahomes, who did nothing in fantasy and couldn't help me with another extra touchdown because their defense actually came through and played really well. This is a team that just won 43-16, and they added Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
All right.
That's crazy. Someone who did help out in fantasy was Justin Herbert.
Herbert.
Chargers.
The what is it called? The something bear? What do they call it? Air Bear. Air Bear. Justin Herbert.
Jaguars just can't catch a break, man. I feel bad for Minshew. He's not playing bad football.
They're not.
But their defense is just garbage.
They really are. But
which is crazy because just literally 2 years ago, they had one of the best defenses in the NFL.
But see now 2 of their players are with the Baltimore Ravens, with Ngakoue and company, and Ramsey obviously with the Rams. Chargers and Keenan Allen, third down machine. Mole past the Jaguars, 39-29. Say Jaguars.
Fuck you.
No, say it.
Jaguars.
All right, cool. You say it right. There's people who are.
I thought you were trying to make fun of me.
Sick out there. No, who say Jaguars.
Yeah,
no. 49ers, Patriots, Jimmy G and company, thumping.
Que paliza, man. Cam Newton ended up getting benched in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and he might lose his job according to him. So, Jared Stidham time?
I guess. Is it tanking season time?
I mean, it's tanking, but they're not doing such a good job. But they are doing a good job about it. The 49ers just came in, cleaned house, and pretty much left. Embarrassed Billy Boy.
Looking bad for the Patriots.
It really is not looking good coming up for them.
And then we have the game of the week.
The game of the week, America's game of the week. It's not America's game of the week. That's Fox. But it is the game of the week. The Cardinals, the Bird Gang versus the Seahawks. I said this was going to be a fantastic game. Matchup of styles with Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson. Again, fantastic play by DK Metcalf. I would have stopped him at the 50, not the goddamn 10.
But I stopped him like at the 5.
See, even then. See? Not looking good for you, DK.
Seahawks draft Tony.
Hey man, you have a guy with one hand. I mean,
Oh no, you didn't.
oh,
Tony.
hey,
Was that Mike? Was that Mike speaking right there?
a
little bit?
inner mic, a little bit.
A little bit. Oh,
All respect to the Griffin brothers. Fantastic Gillette shaving commercials.
okay. Moving on to the Monday night game, we had the Rams.
I'll pick up Christian Kirk if you have him. For Cardinals, the Rams did beat the Bears
24 to 10.
Big Dick Nick 24-10.
I needed Cooper Kupp to get 18 points to beat this guy,
You didn't,
and he got 11.9, 12 points.
and I beat you.
Yeah,
Take that.
yeah.
Great.
Oh, buddy.
And so, looking on to next week, we do have a couple of really good matchups still. We have the Falcons versus the Panthers. Who are you going to take in the Falcons versus the Panthers?
Falcons versus Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Las Panteras. Did you watch that Kanye West JRE, Joe Rogan Experience?
I haven't yet.
3 hours of, you know how they say 7 hours of commercial, 3 hours of commercial-free Kanye.
Wow.
It's literally what it was. I don't know what made me think of that,
Did you
but
watch the
here
whole
we go.
thing?
Absolutely.
gotta watch
I'm going
it.
to go ahead and take the Panthers on this one. The Falcons are going to, I don't know, they're going to forfeit in the third quarter somehow. I don't know. They're going to figure out a new way to lose. Vikings, Panthers.
They've already played the season, right?
They have, and the Packers destroyed.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Packers again.
I think the Packers are going to take the season sweep with this one. Titans, Bengals. Those Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Titans
Rawr.
bounce back and they beat the Bengals, but it's gonna be a tough one as well.
Yeah, Titans going to win. Joe Burrow's going to have a fantastic performance. He's going to get destroyed for most of the game. Hopefully, Joe Mixon's back for this one. Fire up your Giovanni Bernards if he is not. Higgins, good wide receiver to have for the Bengals. And then you also have the Jets and the Chiefs. Did you notice that I have a longer clip?
I did notice that.
Absolutely. Jets versus Chiefs. Oh my God, that's going to be a slaughter.
My Persino para los Jets.
What if it's a trap game for the Chiefs? What if the Jets beat the Chiefs? That'd be crazy. I'd love that.
If the Jets beat the Chiefs, I'll dye my hair blonde.
All right, making a lot of empty promises.
It's not gonna happen. There's no way.
All right, you heard it here. Colts versus Lions.
If that happens, I'm fucked.
You really are, and I'm going to hold you to it, and I'm never going to let you live it down until you do it. Colts versus Lions. Very, 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 very nice.
The Colts are back from their bye week.
Optical blue matchup.
Yeah, I'm going with the Matt Genius.
Math genius on this one. I think Philly Riv and that offense is going to get it together. They are well rested. Phillip Rivers is still dangerous when he wants to be and when he can be, honestly. I'll take the Colts on that one. This is going to be a really good match.
Yes, it is.
Always. This is like a Clásico de Clásicos. It's one of them in NFL. You have the Steelers versus the Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Really?
I don't think the Steelers are going to go undefeated. I feel like the Ravens are going to take it.
I feel like the Reds are going to take it. You know what? Just because I like Big Ben and what he's doing in this season and those weapons that he has and how he's using them, I think the Steelers. I want to see the Steelers win.
Are we going to have a big performance from Claypool,
Nah,
Johnson, or Juju?
nah. This is a Connor game.
Connor game. I like to hear that.
This is smash mouth, in your face, football, hard hitting, and that's what those two teams always bring. The Rams versus the Dolphins, which would be a very hilarious matchup if the two actual animals were to ever fight.
This is gonna be Tua's first official start, right?
So they had it already in the plans that they were going to go ahead and switch Tua after the bye week, regardless of what was happening. But I don't know. Is the locker room going to like that? Everybody likes Fitzmagic.
Yeah, no, Fitzmagic is playing great. So we'll see what happens.
I think the Rams are going to go ahead and
I'm
take
going to go
this
with
one.
the Rams as well, though.
But don't count out our boy, Mr. Brian Flores, with the Dolphins. Los Patriotas versus the Bills.
So
the
Josh
Bills.
Allen has been a little disappointing lately. I think it's just a lack of confidence because he lost back-to-back games and then he hasn't been playing great. He is not a bust. He is the real deal. He is future Pro Bowl QB, and he's gonna actually destroy the Patriots.
He's been salivating. He's been. Sorry for those people listening.
I think this is gonna be.
He's been
It is gonna be one of those games where he goes gets 30 fantasy points.
Hey, Josh Allen, how are you feeling about this weekend? Awesome. Great. Yeah, no, he's been circling this game over and over.
Yeah.
If Bill Belichick somehow comes out and stops Josh Allen, it'll be a little bit disappointing, but I hope Josh Allen and company pull through with that one with the Bills winning. The Raiders versus the Browns.
It's going to be a good one.
If you told me the Raiders versus the Browns was going to be a good one last season or even this season, but I'd laugh at you.
Yeah. But it's going to be an entertaining showdown.
HBO Hard Knock Legends. Yes, go on.
No OBJ, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I'm gonna go with the Raiders in this one.
Yeah, no, the Raiders have a really good team everywhere. Josh Jacobs is special. Derek Carr is playing some really good football. But I think Estebato.
I think high scoring game from both sides, but I think the Raiders.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are gonna win. I think John Gruden's gonna have a plan for Baker Mayfield. Chargers versus Broncos.
If it's the same Chargers that played against the Jaguars, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man.
Yeah, I think Air Bear got his first. Look at me just using his nickname now.
I think if you have Keenan Allen in fantasy, you want to keep him.
Justin Herbert is playing out of his mind right now, and he got his first NFL win, his first taste of blood in the NFL. So I think he's gonna be ready to drink the blood of the Denver Ponies. I've never liked the Broncos.
Me neither. I'm not a big fan of orange.
All right. And then you have the Saints versus the Bears. Big Dick Nick. Saint Nick versus the Saints.
Coming off a loss against the Rams. Saints coming back. Michael Thomas is probably going to play this game.
Yikes.
Hopefully. And if he does, I still think the Saints are going to take it either way.
100%. 49ers versus Seahawks. That's going to be a really good game. I mean, NFC West.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this one. It's tough because I don't know how I feel about the 49ers yet. They did beat the Rams. They did beat the Patriots, but the Seahawks are still a dominant force in the league.
100%. They're still pretty hurt too. So I'll take the Seahawks with that one. Sunday Night Football.
Darn.
They have the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Sorry, America.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Goddamn right, let's get in there.
I'm going to go with the Eagles. There's no way that Cowboys win this one.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Even with your JV players, I think
JV's
enough.
being generous with the amount of players that we have right now.
Wow.
I think it's looking
with
bad.
your practice squad players.
I can see this being a bounce back game for the Cowboys, unfortunately, and but I'm still going to take the Birds.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough matchup under the pressure of both having 2 wins for the dominance and first place, the battle of the NFC.
Yeah,
as you say,
it's gonna be entertaining in a way.
Yeah, I mean, a car crash is entertaining.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, I guess.
Buccaneers versus Giants. God
car crash.
Damn it!
You come out with the weirdest freaking comparisons.
You've never seen an entertaining car crash?
Buccaneers against the Giants.
Black and white film with like.
No.
Yeah, no one gets hurt. That's why it's funny.
Okay. Yes. Buccaneers against the Giants. Yeah, the Bucs are gonna take this one for sure.
Yeah, 100%. The Giants have
absolutely
no shot. They are improving, as I said. They are getting better, but they're not gonna do anything really necessarily special. Those are gonna be their matchups for the next week. And
we have one final segment.
We do. I do want to shout out before we move on to our next final segment. Khabib.
UFC fighter.
Congratulations, Khabib, on 29-0. It's one of those things where I just want to talk about it real quick.
Yeah, no,
because I love those. So, do you know what the story of Khabib was coming into this match in this fight against Justin Gaethje, the American guy? Long story short, his dad died of COVID.
Yeah. So his dad,
he didn't want to. He really didn't want to fight. He came through. Mom told him not to. Don't fight without your father. That was pretty good.
Was?
It probably doesn't sound like that.
He broke down in tears after the win.
Yeah, dude, it's one of those moments that in sports that you just look into and like, man, that's wholesome, that's great. I'm a sucker for those type of moments.
I mean, he said it. He already choked McGregor. He already choked this guy. He's done.
But you know who responded today?
Who?
John Jones. John
Jones.
He's like, all right, that's fine. You can have your 24-0, 29-0 with your 4 titles. I'll just chill over here with my 15 titles.
Oh shit.
Khabib always wanted to go 30-0. He's at 29-0. He said he's retiring. He says never fighting.
Never say never.
Never say never. It's the UFC. It's not like it's wrestling, where retirements are for real.
Oh man.
But definitely, we're gonna go ahead and move into a little fun segment that I definitely, I don't know how it's gonna go. I definitely don't know how it's gonna go.
So we put it on social media since yesterday, and a lot of you responded. A lot of you responded.
We had some really good responses. We had some really good back and forth.
Tony just out of nowhere asked me, "Who are your favorite fictional athlete, or who would you start a team with?"
Yes, so that's how I worded it. So the actual thing is to us at least was give me your top 5 athletes that you would want to start a franchise with, a team with, a sports whatever, from your favorite professional athletes. So we have a list of 5, and I think we'll go back and forth between your 5 and my 5. I don't know where you want to start.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my all-time favorite fictional athlete, and it has to be Santiago Muñez.
Santiago Muñez.
If you don't know about Santiago Muñez, he
from Goal.
Goal, The Dream Begins. Also had the second one. Gold.
God damn it, his dad dies too.
Yeah,
his
dad dies in this movie.
He was just
great storyline, honestly. Great storyline. Young kid from Mexico crosses the border illegally. Fast forward 10 years, he's 20, 21, 22. Some British guy sees him playing at a park, gets him somehow to Newcastle to try out, and the storyline is great. He becomes a pro. He becomes a legend at Newcastle. Second movie, he gets signed over to Real Madrid.
Because there is a Goal 2 for those of you who don't know.
Yeah. There's a third one. I never watched it. I heard it
there
wasn't
is a third one where he plays for Spain?
No. I think he gets hurt. He was going to play for the Mexican national team, but I think he got hurt, and the story goes with his friend.
Puta man.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't get to watch it, but for Santiago Muñez, at least for the first and second movie, probably the greatest soccer players in fictional soccer.
I like that. In fictional soccer. I'm going to go ahead and start with different sport, different type of football.
Okay.
By the way, for those of you that are in our fantasy league, let me just stop. Let me just stop. Sorry. We'll continue. We figured out that if we win in our fantasy league, we get to buy everybody in the league the cheapest thing on NFL.com. We were scared that it might be $10 because NFL likes money. But no, turns out that there's these cute little rubber duckies that are $1.99.
So you either become a Bengals fan or a Colts fan?
There's only Bengals and Colts ones available. So if we win, everybody gets one of those.
You either like Philip Rivers or Joe Burrow.
But if you win, you get yourself a NFL jersey from NFL.com. Anyway, back to...
We're going to start trying now in the league.
And we did. And we had Devontae Adams, Gurley,
and we still got Michael Thomas.
And we got Michael Thomas on the way, so y'all are screwed.
So who's your first one?
Definitely, I'm just clicking around here because I think I did close the tab, but I'm going to go ahead and say Thad Castle. Thad Castle, a linebacker from BMS, number 54. For those of you that haven't watched BMS and aren't familiar with BMS, Blue Mountain State was a football team from Blue Mountains. And there was a lot of talent on that roster that was very, let's say, volatile. And they had fantastic gatherings. Their team chemistry was impeccable. Thad being the leader of the Blue Mountain State Goats, obviously. Comes from Connecticut. This man is a monster. It's Gronk if he was a linebacker. He got all the party elements. He's got it all. He's got the looks. He's got the speed. He's got the build. He's got the drugs. He's got the pores. He's got it all. So it's the perfect NFL style. If it's the anti-JJ Watt. I think had Thad Castle been in Houston when JJ Watt had all those fundraisers, Thad Castle would have probably burned down a couple of homeless shelters. But nonetheless, on the field, fantastic player, Thad Castle.
Yep.
Definitely up there. Number 4, who do you have?
That's a funny one. I also have a linebacker at number 4.
Oh, fun.
Known as the Water Boy, Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Mama says.
You somehow have a good Bobby Boucher impression.
Mama says.
That's not that far away from you, anyways.
Hey, man. You know, have you never seen The Water Boy? Hilarious movie. Adam Sandler killed this one. A young Adam Sandler. Honestly, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. But the guy, he's a water boy. He's addicted to water. Raised by his mom in the swamp. And somehow it's a really, really good linebacker. He gets anger issues and he just goes after people and he tackles them and almost kills them on the field. Are you going with the clip?
I mean, I'm gonna keep talking. I mean,
yeah, you're going with the clip. I mean,
which
no,
one?
Dude.
I mean, look, he's got the smarts. Again, same thing with Thad Castle. He might not have the looks. He might not have the smarts. Obviously, because he the medulla oblongata. That movie still holds up to this day. If you guys are wondering, the Waterboy does hold up.
The one coach. That's
compliments of Captain Insano.
No, the hillbilly coach.
The Waterboy.
If you see the Waterboy, you know exactly what we're talking about. You should definitely watch it if you have not. But yeah, the Waterboy is my second pick.
Definitely. That's a. Again, like, not necessarily going to be the best franchises, but sure. My number 4 is a bit of a cop out because technically speaking, it is a fictional character. And if I want to start a team with a fictional character, I want to build around and have a dynasty and have guaranteed success and millions and maybe possibly later even own an NBA team myself or themselves, I'm going to go ahead and choose Michael Jordan from Space Jam.
Nice.
Technically a fictional character.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did not go inside a tennis hole. Did not get transferred into Cartoon Land and Warner Brothers through the sign. That is a fictional made-up person. The children in the movie are his children and are his real life disappointments. But Michael Jordan is just, I mean, what can you say about the guy? I hear he's pretty good at baseball, golf, and betting. I think it's a safe bet. So Michael Jordan.
That's fair.
Goddamn right. That's fair.
So my third pick, this is if I'm starting a franchise in baseball.
Oh, talking about baseball.
We all know that I'm a huge baseball fan. The greatest from day one.
Mm-hmm.
This player, he's not the main character in this movie, but he's a hell of a ball player. He's only 12 years old, and it is Carlos from the Benchwarmers.
He's 12 years old. Yes, he is.
He has a birth certificate. He's got documentation. Picture of the paper with his pictures. Crayon says, "I am 12." $20 bill slipped to the ump. He's got documentation. Gets shit-faced drunk in the middle of a little league baseball game against 3 other adults.
Okay.
He literally has.
So you want to start a franchise with this guy?
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
This 12-year-old.
He has the glove. He's a pitcher. He has the ball and a tequila bottle in the glove. Takes a swing. Puts it back in the glove, then takes the baseball and starts a pitch. He is absolutely the man to start a franchise with in baseball.
And
then pukes all over his coach. Shout
out to this guy. Also, the principal in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Plastics.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely is weird. Definitely a weird choice.
Character.
Let's see. So that's number 3 for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's I don't know if you know this. There's two type of sports movies that get to me every time.
every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a baseball movie. If you give me a good baseball movie, like it just hits right. The emotions start running, tears start flowing sometimes.
I have a favorite baseball movie.
What is it?
The Perfect Game.
Oh, whoa, hey, all right, look
Little
at you.
League Mexican team.
Look at you. But I have a thing for boxing movies. The Fighter with Christian Bale and Jake Gyllenhaal, amazing. Cinderella Man, fantastic.
Did you like Southpaw?
Southpaw was really good too. Yes, I did. I did like it.
I think I know where you're going with this.
So there's the greatest boxing movie. If I was to start this man, Sylvester Stallone, started a empire on his fake boxing. He's really good at boxing. He himself is a boxer. He trains as hard as a boxer. All props there, but he's not really a boxer.
Yeah.
He had a successful run of like 12 Rocky movies. But I'm going to go ahead.
Creed movies.
And the 2 Creed movies. But I will say that if I wanted to start somebody, it's Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa is the man.
That's fair.
He has this fake person is the entire personality of the city of Philadelphia. That's it. Like if you were to go to Philadelphia and like it's just a bunch of Rockies with foul mouths walking around. All love and respect to the city of Philadelphia. Fly Eagles fly. But it's
Philly has a lot of good stories, like movies, like Invincible.
He does, yeah.
That's a good movie and based on a true story too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good pick though, Rocky.
Yeah, like Mike, he wore Calvin wore a 76ers jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Anyway, so I'm taking Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa is my number 3. Who's your number 2?
I guess number 4.
Sure.
So if you guys are big Disney fans and watch a lot of Disney movies,
Jesus.
there's this football movie about a father. Well, he doesn't know he's a father. He's a professional quarterback for the Washington no, that's a different movie. I think it's Washington. I forgot what team.
You're destroying my set.
I guess something happened down there.
That's what she said.
But the name of this character is Joe Kingman.
Joe Kingman
From the Game Plan. He is a big time quarterback. He doesn't know he has a daughter. Comes into his life, changes him, humbles him. It's a great story, but at the end of the day, he's still a great NFL quarterback and wins it all at the end.
So, funny enough, on NFL.com, there's actually a list of the greatest fictional quarterbacks of all time. And Joe Kingman is actually on there from the Game Plan.
Throw power, 98. Look at that.
Throw power. So, let me just throw this up here. If they were, I know you're concerned about whatever you drop down there. I am also concerned about what you drop down there. And I hope it's not something that's going to cost anything. Cost you
it all anyways.
So you have Joe Kingman, which is about almost right after Prime WWE, the Dwayne Johnson Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Johnson being his nickname.
Yeah.
But throw power 98, throw accuracy 96, charisma 99, 100%.
Dancing 89.
Dancing 89, because if you remember, he learned how to dance like a ballerina, which ultimately helped him in the last play of that game.
Yep.
And made everybody happy.
And how his teammates were there, and they all balled like a baby.
Yeah.
Boston Rebels, that's who he plays for.
Yes, the Boston Rebels.
Never forget the scene where he ate the cookies.
Yes.
What's Boston Rebels? I'm allergic to cinnamon. Cinnamon. Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is it's pretty tough to just kind of grind it down around here. But I mean, there it goes. There it goes. I just lost it. My number 4, I texted to you, and I can't believe it's taking me this long.
You forgot.
I did forget. 100%.
No.
It's maybe this bladder that's killing me. It's telling me, hey, I need to go to the restroom, because that's what it is, and it's messing me up. You
want me to tell you?
Oh, here we go. So I do have
Any second now, Tony.
I'm going to switch it because
Oh.
there was somebody really really good that was brought up, and we'll talk about those people who.
No, go for it. Switch it.
I'm going to go ahead and say Jackie Moon from Semi Pro, which is Will Ferrell, the great Will Ferrell. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't.
You don't? You've never
don't.
watched Semi Pro?
No.
It's a basketball movie, and this is Frozen.
Yeah, we have technical difficulties with
It's technically difficult.
our computer. Apparently, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. Get it like the movie.
That's terrible. Anyway,
But what sport does he play?
so it's basketball. So it's a basketball movie,
Basketball, okay.
semi-pro. Jackie Moon, with the Tropics. It's a great movie. I'd really recommend it with Woody Harrelson, Andre 3000. It's a fantastic movie. Self-explanatory. He led a franchise out of the depths of hell into prominence. Fantastic movie. But if it's a success story. So it's already made. The story is pretty much a documentary, and it's a blueprint to what to do if I was to get a fictional player and start a franchise with them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go with my number 5.
Who is?
And if you don't know, the movie Cool Runnings
Oh, Jesus
is based on a true story. But my 5th is Dries Bannock.
Who?
Dries Bannock, and he is a Jamaican track and field star.
You did it. All right.
What,
Jamaican.
what?
I mean, that's fine.
He's a Jamaican track and field star, and he was running to go to the Olympics. His father was an Olympian for track, and Jamaicans are known to be really great runners in the Olympics.
Okay. All right. Cool. You saved yourself. I mean, it's not right or not wrong.
Yeah, I mean they're really great in track and field, and in this movie he falls in the prelims and the qualifiers. He got tripped, and he couldn't make the Olympic team. He's so determined that he just wanted to go to the Olympics, and this guy got people together and started a bobsled team. If you don't know what bobsled is, it's literally a Winter Olympic sport with a little cart that you sled down a hill, and it's super fast. They're in Jamaica. It doesn't snow there.
Really?
You don't know. It doesn't snow there. And they started a bobsled team. They qualified, and they made it to the Winter Olympics. And they would have gotten a medal if the cart doesn't break into shambles.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my 5th because he's really a great character, even though he's real and he's a real character. But yeah, he's my number 5. And as we have Mr. Mike going away real quick. But yeah, I'm going to go over real quick some of the ones on Instagram that you guys were sharing with us. Because we put it in our story, and we got some really good responses. We had White Goodman, who is the villain in Dodgeball and Underdog Story, who's honestly really good at Dodgeball. Charlie from the Mighty and Gordon is my favorite. Charlie from the Mighty Ducks. We had Santiago Muñez on there. We had the great Rudy. If you've never seen Rudy, watch that movie. Rudy, also based on a true story, made it to the Notre Dame football team and played. And that was his lifetime goal, and he accomplished it. We had Mr. Balboa, who was Tony's pig. Then we got Shooter McGavin. Can't forget Shooter McGavin, one of the greatest villains ever. And Happy Gilmore, great fictional character as well.
You 100% get to shit on me because I also left once again because I needed to take a leak.
Yeah, man.
La diabetes, vato.
Danny Yoway.
So you were telling him who other people chose?
Yeah, and then we also had Kenny Powers, which is, great picks, honestly. We had some on Twitter as well, but I just went through the ones on Instagram.
Interesting. The computer literally just told me there was a problem. So
Yeah.
All right.
That's weird.
But no. So I think I'll go ahead and do my number 1.
Yeah.
And then you do your number 1.
I already did mine.
Who?
The Reese from Cool Runnings.
You edited yours?
What do you mean?
I thought you. Oh wow.
I told you.
I mean,
Well,
you
you're not
did.
paying attention during this whole freaking show.
Oh, I am paying attention, but I thought you were gonna pick Benny the Jet.
No, I told you. I switched. I sent you my list.
You
I
did.
was gonna go with Benny the Jet Rodriguez, but I wanted to go with picks that nobody really was gonna think of.
Pinche hipster.
I wanted to
Anyway,
be a little unique. with
you
my
were a
picks.
little bit unique.
Tony keeps saying hipster. I don't think that's the right word.
White Goodman's a good one. You said that.
Mm-hmm.
But my number one, obviously, if you want to start a franchise, look, what's the one thing that you need? Chicharito signed for Real Madrid for what? Why? Why was it the
On
reason?
loan. On loan.
He signed on loan, but to what? To sell jerseys.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a big man. It's a big time sell for jerseys and whatnot. And you got to get all your affairs in order with that. But look, Airbud.
Oh wow.
Airbud is a cross. It's a cross sport phenomenon.
Yeah.
If you go by the story, Airbud is still Airbud. I don't think they ever say that it's a different Airbud. You know it's a different Airbud, but it's still Airbud and
Yeah.
his Air Buddies sometimes. But Airbud has dominated
Every sport.
every sport. And by dominated, I mean statistically he kind of sucked. And there's actually before the computer died, I was actually gonna pull up some of his stats. He actually has a similar free throw percentage to Hall of Famer Shaq. So I mean, if Airbud can have a little higher shooting free throw shoot, be a little.
Okay.
If Airbud can have a little better percentage of free throw shots than Shaq, I think Airbud is a good shout for the Basketball Hall of Fame. He also played soccer. Great
Retire
movie.
his jersey.
Did get his jersey retired. What other? I think he was in volleyball.
Did he really? I was just saying retire his jersey.
I think I mean retire the collar. But I think also you want to sell jerseys. Look, there is not a single other canine player out there. Like it's just the entire canine market. Like obviously, like look. You have a Mexican player playing in Real Madrid. Everybody's gonna get the Mexican player's jersey from Real Madrid. Chicharito, obviously. Everybody there's a dog in the NBA. Hey, my dog's gonna want to be in the NBA. Let's get on my Airbud jersey.
I like it.
There's not a rule that doesn't say in the rule book that a dog cannot play basketball. So, therefore, there can't be a rule about starting a franchise with a dog. So, Airbud. You're my first round pick, and I'm still
Nice.
looking at a camera that is off. So,
Yeah.
with that said, I think the only thing to leave off right now is your Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers.
One
I
game
told you,
away.
They're gonna go 7.
They're one game away. Game 4 was one of the greatest moments in baseball history. But again, I think the Dodgers are gonna go ahead and get it.
Win the Asterisk World Series.
100% Asterisk World Series.
Yep,
We're talking about
Absolutely, I agree.
World Series and championships and and winners. Tacos El Vaquero. Tacos El Vaquero on 3rd Avenue is fantastic. Go ahead and check them out on 3rd Avenue, right in front of Three Punk Sale.
And shout out to Shaka Shot.
713.
over on, Yep, Broadway and J Street. And you're listening to a beat by Fierce Beats.
You are listening to Fierce Beats. Also, Shield GK, Shield Goalkeeping. These are so comfy to put on. The
If
double
you're a
strap.
goalkeeper,
Love
check
it.
them out.
Find them at Soccer Shot or Shield GK on Instagram. Shield Goalkeeping on Instagram. Thank
All
you
right.
for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys. Long episode. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Laters.